All right. I have no idea what the date is actually. Saturday morning, sometime in May. And I'm up here in the Northeast on my boat. The name, I officially have a name for her. It's Star Capella 2. There's some reasons behind that, but hopefully I can make a nice intro video, whatever the case may be, for wherever I start putting videos up. I told myself one day a week, edit some video, get some video up so you can look back on these things and see how much work you did and see what you did to the boat, you know, that you love. And so I'm trying to stick to that. But anyways, just like boat work, always. So yep, here's my deck right now. Looks like a cow. Last year I was able to get some 545 on it, but as you can see, I burned through a lot. I didn't have that much paint, so man, it's been a rough kind of winter. We haven't had much great boat work weather since probably like right about now, and it feels good. But the plan today was come to the boat, sand the deck, stop prepping it for more coats of 545 primer, and this has happened to me so many times already. Now I started blowing off all the water and stuff, and I realized that some of the primer that I put on last year was just kind of chipping away. So I was like, well, either the 545 isn't bonding to whatever the substrate it is underneath. And then I started, you know, chipping it away, and come to find out, I got some wet wood under here. I don't know if that's the original balsa or what, but there was an anchor roller up here before, and I filled all the holes and did what I thought needed to be done. But apparently there's some rotten core up here, so back to the drawing boards. Went back to the shop, got multi-tool, grinder, chisel, hammer, knee pads, Tyvek, respirators in the truck, and we're gonna get to business. We're gonna open this up a little bit. Hopefully it's not too crazy, but I've done this plenty of times, and this is kind of what I do for a living. So I'm not afraid to open it up to assess the damage and repair it quick. So I'm gonna get suited up, and we'll get this video on the road. We'll get this work on the road. Alright, this is what we got so far. The I don't know, the old owner maybe put some kind of, this doesn't look like balsa to me. And there's a hole that goes all the way through, and the V-berth, well, not the V-berth, actually the anchor locker is under here. So it's not ideal, but hopefully I can get some, hopefully the inside skin is under this wood somewhere, so I actually have, you know, a good platform to start with when I'll probably put either Penske board or maybe just a bunch of fiberglass laminated up. I just want this, you know, it's right at the bow. I want this area nice and strong and rot free. I assume I'll be on anchor a lot, and I'm installing a bow roller up here and some mooring chalks and stuff like that. I want this area to be nice and solid, so might as well do it right? So I'm just gonna keep going, but that's where we're at right now. As you can see, this wood is just kind of, it's all soaking wet. But, you know, that's what owning a boat is, especially a boat from 1965. I was listening to Jerome Rand on his last podcast. Sails around on his West Sail 32. Great guy. If anybody doesn't listen to his podcast, the hell is it? Sailing into Oblivion. Shout out to him. He had a good one last time, and he basically talking about how you look at things, like what your perspective is on your boat and whatever you're doing in your life. You know, mainly just enjoy it. You know, you bought the boat, you want to do it right, you want to fix it, you want to use it one time, so enjoy this process. I'll be back, y'all. I'm gonna keep going. Alright, so as you can see, we got these holes go all the way through, right? So that makes it a little bit more tricky, but because the inside skin isn't really there, I didn't really cut through that. I exposed all the rotten wood, and underneath that we have some, you know, pretty big fucking holes. But I'm gonna remove, so now there's like a little, maybe like 2 mils of this wood left on this area. But this is when I'm gonna start, you know, keeping it a little bit cleaner. So I'm gonna make some marks on the edges and back here where I wanna go back to, where I think it's rotten to. And I'll just keep, you know, digging out. I'm used to this shit, digging it out. All right, so. Take a look at how wet that core is when I go into it. Literally a puddle in there. It makes you feel good though, knowing it's gonna be done right. Alright, had to make a quick pit stop to get some more batteries. There's this fucking white, I don't even know what you call it, but can I flip the camera? White shit flying around everywhere. And pollen maybe? I guess that's pollen. I guess maybe that's what pollen is anyways. Like I said, I had to go get a couple fresh batteries. Where we're at now is we're at this stage. So this kind of sucks. The inside skin, there's holes and whatever the case may be, but it looks like the old owner put some kind of mahogany, maybe not mahogany, some kind of wood strip coming down center line. And I'm gonna grind this wood back, and I'm hoping that there's maybe some sort of inside skin still left underneath this. It might be all wood here, I'm not sure, but we're gonna attack it a little bit. So far so good. I know it doesn't look good, but I can work with all this. But if there was no skin under this wood, it would have made it a lot more tricky. I'd probably still have to get down underneath and get into that chain locker probably. I don't know if I'll be able to do all the work from on top of the deck yet, but so I'm chiseling away most of the wood here. It's just kind of rotten, and I'm grinding back to the inside skin, and then yeah, I'm just gonna keep going that route. I'm not really thinking about how to repair it yet. I'm just gonna keep digging out, be patient. All right, let me show you guys where we're at. So I took it back, you know, that far. All my tools are dying on me. I gotta grind back to glass and bevel it in, probably stagger it, you know, 50 mils, 20 mils onto the existing outer skin. So yes, I gotta grind back all the way to glass, all the way around the repair. I think, considering I have all these fucking holes in the inside skin, and this must have been some kind of mahogany strip. I mean, I took it back to where it wasn't rotted anymore. That goes down the center line, so it's pretty structured right there. I'm gonna put some Penske board, probably cut it to shape that, probably 10-15 mils thick. Nice piece of Penske board there, and then laminate the outside skin. But to take care of the inside skin first, I think I'm gonna go get some mat. I'm gonna backfill the outer edges, because I reamed out all the, you know, the wet balsa core that goes all the way up. I don't want to go too crazy though, so I'm gonna backfill the edges with thickened epoxy. I'm gonna lay down some mat, so that way I have a nice surface on the inside skin, and then I can start building up strength from there and continue on. Boat work, baby. All right. That's the day's work. I ended up bringing it back a little further than I thought, and I was able to get 2 layers of mat down to seal off. You know, if you look, you can see all the white. That's where there were holes in the inside skin, and I went down below and looked underneath from the anchor locker, and I wanted nothing to do with, you know, putting a backing plate in the back. You have to put some packing tape on it or Teflon. and you'd screw it up from the inside, and that would give you, but it's got, you know, this little lip where the wood was, that the strip comes all the way back, probably adding structure and whatever the case may be, but that was all rotted, at least up to here, and it's all pretty good up over here. But yeah, that would have been tricky. I would have had to mount an underplate, you know, Teflon it up, screw it underneath from the upside, then backfill all the holes with whatever. But instead, I just went from the top, laid down some, you know, two layers of mat, and made sure it was wet out nice with wet system, slow, because it's hot as hell out here. It's already kind of kicking, and now I can come back tomorrow or another day, buzz this down. I'm not peel plying it or anything. Buzz this down and start building up strength from there. You know, I could either go glass, thicken glass all the way, so thick it up to get a nice flush here, and then lay some more glass on top. Or I could put a nice piece of Penske in there. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll figure it out. That's today's work. That's today's video. This will be my first video on my, hopefully my continuing series on getting this Triton back in the water. Thanks, y'all. Peace.